Yo, people. So, got another one. Yeah, shout out to Mark Lovell, who mentioned this in the comments. I personally hadn't seen it because I'm close to the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer character because I support Man United. And I literally came back into football 2018 with the World Cup. I didn't watch football for years because of the bullshit and the money and everything. Before I knew what was going on with the actor stuff. But I watched the World Cup, got back into football and started watching United again. And then when Ollie came back in, I really started watching football again, getting behind Ollie because he was from the 99 squad. Like, I have a big connection. I grew up watching all of those players, and you have emotional connection. I saw them at a lot of games, and I see some big games, and I was there at Barcelona in the 99 finals. So, like, when you, as I've said on my other videos, when you have an emotional attachment to people, it's harder to see them as someone else. But as soon as he mentioned it and I Googled it, I saw it instantly. One of the easiest ones I've ever seen. I just was like, oh, fuck yeah. So, without further ado, Ole Solskjaer of Man United, player and the manager up until last year, is also Andy Serkis, the actor who played Gollum in Lord of the Rings. I mean, just look at these pictures. I found these two pictures looking as best as I could, similar, where they haven't really changed much. I mean, literally, it's almost the same character there. Like, they haven't really even done much with the hair on this one. Obviously, he's gone fresh from playing Ollie back to Andy. But like the same hair, same hairline on this, same nose, same face, same sort of cheeks. They've not really done. They've done something to the eyes, made Ollie's eyes a little bit sort of more open. The ears are slightly different at the bottom. I noticed they do the lobes things. Characters often has no lobes. They sort of join the head. I noticed that's the thing they do. But I mean, they haven't really done much with this character. I mean, which is a testament to obviously Andy Serkis's stroke Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's acting ability. But of course, as soon as you put an accent on them, it changes who they are, and you don't see them as that same person. So, but like, as soon as I saw this photo, I was like, oh yeah, right. How did I even not notice that before? But, I know who Andy Serkis is from the Gollum thing, and I know him from the film where he played Ian Jury from Ian Jury the Blockheads, which I thought he was brilliant in that, Andy Serkis. I don't really know him. That's what I know him of. I just know his face, his character, but I don't really know him that well. But I do know, obviously, who he is. But Ollie, obviously, I really do know a lot as the character. And so, yeah, this is mind-blowing, mind-blowing. So as I said, yeah, I was at the final, 99 final, which was an incredible final because they were losing 1-0 up until 90 minutes, and then they scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. And I mean, literally, I thought I was going to explode when it happened. To be and witness something like that is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and to see them win it and to go to win the treble and the first European Cup for many years. It was just an incredible, incredible moment of pure ecstasy when the first and then the second goal went in. But what's interesting is it was for sure the start of my awakening, because after the jubilation, and we've been drinking all day and was tired in the sun and all sorts, and just the emotions of it all. By the time I got back down, met up with everyone, I just wanted to go back to the hotel room and just chill out. I really didn't want to go out partying and drinking. I was tired. We'd been drinking all week, partying all week. I was like, it was a really strange feeling because I literally felt empty. So apart from when I hit the high, and then as soon as I came out and met up with everyone and that, I just felt empty. I honestly felt empty, which I really put this moment of the start of the beginning of my awakening. It was like, oh right, I've seen the most amazing thing, and now I'm just like, oh right, is that it? Oh right. Because I wasn't awake. This is 99 and I didn't have my awakening until 2009, but it was definitely a pinnacle moment of the start of me questioning everything, what I was doing with my life, and what it was all about. So yeah, I mean, look at that. It's just blatant, isn't it? It's so blatant. But yeah, the first thing I thought about, how would he have done this logistically, um, acting and playing football. And so I looked at the timings, and really he didn't come into his acting fame until Gollom. And Gollum, it was like 2000, 2003. Now, bearing in mind as well, when Ollie Solskjaer was playing football, he was a sub most of the time. So he wasn't starting lots of games. So he would have had the spare time. But also, obviously, Gollum was a cartoon. And so he only had to do the voiceover and the animatronics. So it would have been easy. He wouldn't have to go to New Zealand where they filmed Lord of the Rings or do anything like that. So he could have fitted this in around the football. And if you look, Ollie's playing career finished in 2007 for Manchester United. And then he was only playing small parts in films. And then his first major part, apart from Gollum, was Ian Jury in the Sex, Drugs and Rock and Roll film. And that was in 2010. So he'd retired by then. And obviously that's Gollum. I always thought that is a strange, weird character to show kids. And I never watched any of the Lord of the Rings films and into any of that wizardy shit. But now I know that obviously she's part of it, and the Lord of the Rings connects up with Saturn, the Rings of Saturn. It's all part of it. So let's have a look at some connections. So here's an interesting book by Andy Serkis, The Man Behind the Mask. And then I found this, Shit Lookalikes, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Andy Serkis. They always do things like this. And then they do things like this. Ole Solskjaer, Man United manager, ready for Jose Mourinho's circus, in inverted commas. Linking the circus there. And then look at this, Ole Solskjaer's Man United circus. And it shows Ollie here as the ringmaster of his circus. So look at the heights. Ollie's supposedly 5'10". I think that's about right. It says that Andy is 5'8", but obviously that's not a big difference. But obviously we only take that to a certain degree. So let's have a look at his wife. So obviously that's Solskjaer's wife. Obviously Solskjaer's younger than Serkis. Serkis is supposedly 58. But that could easily be the same woman, same eyes. Same height difference. Could easily just be with latex masks on. So, yeah, this is a picture of Ollie's kids with Ronaldo from a few years back. I couldn't actually find any photos of Ollie's family and wife and kids all together. So I had to sort of pick a few here. But if you notice this picture here of Andy Serkis' family, we've got the right ages. So in other words, the eldest boy, middle girl, smallest boy. So, their kids match up. But obviously they look different because that's what they do. They change them up. So here's them here. And this picture here is from 2016 because it says in there behind the awards show. So notice the oldest boy taller than Andy Serkis. And then this is a picture here of Ole Solskjaer's oldest boy and youngest boy. And his eldest boy is obviously taller than him, but now a little bit more taller. But this picture of here is from 21. So there's a good 5 years difference. So I suggest that he shot up. So this is his daughter, now playing for Man United. And this is Andy Serkis' daughter. And obviously you can see both long hair, just different colour brown hair. They changed them. They could easily be the same person, and I suggest that they are, just with a little bit of changing around, dyeing the hair. Not a lot they have to do there to make her look different. So yeah, like, I mean, this is massive. I'm well confident on this. I just saw it straight away as soon as I looked. And you know, considering I know the character of Ollie, like, I saw it instantly. But it's like, you know, this is not only massive for me, but this is massive for what's going on, because it shows you the level that it is theatre, and that they are actors. And you know, more and more actors are going to be unveiled that are going to be blowing people's minds in roles. And this is one of the biggest ones for me. It really is, because of my personal connection with watching Solskjaer. Like, for Solskjaer the player to be Andy Serkis the actor, and then Solskjaer become the manager, and he's also Andy Serkis. You know, this is mind blowing. Like, and what does it say about the Premier League and about world football on the top level? It's just a big show. It's just a big circus. Hope you enjoyed this video. Peace!